The changes are coming so swiftly in the Middle East, you almost need a scorecard to keep up. Our bureau chief, Chris Mitchell, was at CBN headquarters this week and debriefed with CBN President Gordon Robertson about recent events. Here's their conversation.
Turn to Iran, and again, a huge pressure for ceasefire, end of hostilities, but yet the regime, the Ayatollah, stays in power. Isn't that just kicking the can down the road? Aren't we going to see them try to rebuild the nuclear program, rebuild all the arsenal, and come back with very deadly intent to Israel?
Well, they said that pretty much as soon as the ceasefire was over. We have a right to enrich uranium. We want to do it. We're going to rebuild. We're going to kick out the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency, and we're going to go ahead and do what we want to do. I would say how it played out in some of the people we talked to in Israel, that it was a premature ceasefire, and it did leave the can to be kicked down the road. And it seemed to be so close to a regime change, to be able to topple the regime and to let the people of Iran finally be free. So there was a mixed feeling about when the war was ended after 12 days, maybe on the cusp of a regime change. And there was a sense that maybe there was an opportunity missed.
Oh, many of our viewers don't know that immediately after the ceasefire, there was an incredible crackdown on the Christians in Iran and all political opposition. And so the regime definitely made sure there could be no opposition going forward.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe people should know, and I think our viewers may know, that there is a great, vibrant underground church in Iran. Some people say the fastest growing church in the world, and many people coming to faith through dreams and visions. And it's very important to pray for them and pray for the opposition, that perhaps there can be regime change there to finally let these people be free after 40 years.
During these turbulent times, what's your hope? Is there any hope for Abraham Accords, the movement in Hebron to say we're leaving the Palestinian Authority? Are we on I guess, the verge of an enormous breakthrough for peace?
I think we are on the verge of really a new Middle East. I mean, there was a man named Avi Dichter. He's a member of the Knesset, member of Likud, and he said, we are maybe really seeing a new Middle East that's been talked about for years. We may see Saudi Arabia come in. We may see Lebanon and Syria come into the Abraham Accords. And as you referred to, 5 sheikhs in Hebron actually said, they want to be away from the Palestinian Authority, they want to be free of them, and they want to join the Abraham Accords and be part of Israel. So we really may be on the verge of a historic change in the Middle East, a real window of opportunity, and why it's so important to be praying for President Trump, Prime Minister Netanyahu. These are historic times. And if you can realize what happened since October 7th, and Iran was sort of the dominant player in the region, now they are gone, and Hamas and Hezbollah, the Houthis, are a shadow of what they were. So this could be a breakthrough of a new Middle East, and certainly a time to be praying.
I'll sound a cautionary note. Yes, there's tremendous avenues for breakthrough, the advance of Abraham Accords, but I've got to point back to what the Ayatollah did when he started invoking the Khyber and a small Muslim force defeating a very large Jewish community. In the early days of Islam, the ideology seems to remain, and it may go dormant, but it's still there. It's still under the surface, and if they stay in power, is it going to be 2 years, 4 years? Well, what's the time? It's like there's a ticking time bomb there.
And they can be very patient.
Yes, and they have been. All right. Well, Chris, thanks for the insight. And please be praying for the Middle East. Pray for very unusual wisdom for our president and our State Department right now. These are crucial days, and crucial days for the generations ahead. Wouldn't it be wonderful if the Middle East turned peaceful and wasn't exporting terror all over the place, and all this radical Islam that seems to glorify murder and mayhem and some strange way of worshiping their God? It makes no sense to us in the West, but it seems to make a lot of sense to them.